Good morning, students. I am Priya. You are watching EduStar Class 3 English Grammar Lesson 15 Adverbs and Lesson 16 Prepositions. In this session, we are going to revise these two lessons, so listen carefully. First, Lesson 15 Adverbs. What are adverbs? The words that describe verbs or tell us how, when, or where an action takes place are called adverbs. Now see these sentences. Lisa did her work neatly. How did she do her work? Correct, neatly. The kite flies up in the sky. Where does the kite fly? Correct, up. Minnie will go to the party late. When will she go to the party? Yes, late. In these sentences, the words neatly, up, and late are adverbs as they describe the verbs. Also, these adverbs tell us how, when, or where an action takes place. The adverbs are classified into three types. One is adverb of manner, adverb of time, and adverb of place. Let's revise one by one. Adverb of manner. An adverb which tells us how an action takes place is called an adverb of manner. For example, the tortoise crawled slowly. How did the tortoise crawl? Correct, slowly. The sun shines brightly in summer. How does the sun shine? Yes, brightly. The wind was blowing fiercely. How was the wind blowing? Correct, fiercely. In these sentences, the words slowly, brightly, and fiercely tell us the manner in which an action is done. So these words are adverbs of manner. Usually, the adverbs of manner end in ly. For example, swiftly, badly, exactly, loudly, lovingly, carefully, and etc. But not all adverbs of manner end in ly. For example, Charan ran fast to win the race. The footballer kicked the ball hard. Here, the words fast and hard are adverbs of manner, which is not end in ly. Next, adverb of time. An adverb which tells us when an action takes place is called an adverb of time. For example, let's go to the park now. When do we go to the park? Correct, now. We will visit the exhibition tomorrow. When we will visit the exhibition? Correct, tomorrow. My father brought home a puppy yesterday. When did he bring a puppy? Correct, yesterday. In these sentences, the words now, tomorrow, and yesterday tell us when the action takes place. So these words are adverbs of time. Next, adverb of place. An adverb which tells us where an action takes place is called an adverb of place. Now read these sentences. The beggar is standing there. Where was the beggar standing? Correct, there. These weeds grow everywhere. Where do the weeds grow? Correct, everywhere. Aman is playing outside. Where was Aman playing? Correct, outside. In these sentences, the words there, everywhere, and outside tell us where the actions take place. So these words are adverbs of place. Now let's see how to form an adverb from an adjective. We usually add ly to the word to form an adverb from an adjective. For example, sweet, sweetly, safe, safely, rough, roughly, soft, softly, clever, cleverly. Here we have added ly with the adjective to form an adverb.
Next, to form an adverb from an adjective ending with E, we simply add ly to the word. For example, brave, bravely, polite, politely, fierce, fiercely. Here, the adjectives ending with E, so we simply add ly to these words. Next, to form an adverb from an adjective ending with Y, we drop the Y and add ILY to the word. For example, angry, angrily, heavy, heavily, happy, happily, hungry, hungrily. Here, we dropped the Y and added ILY. Now look at this exercise. Read these sentences, underline the adverbs and write M for adverb of manner, T for adverb of time and P for adverb of place. First one, Dinesh ate his lunch quickly. Here what is adverb? Correct, quickly. What type of adverb it is? Yes, manner. Next, put the glasses there. Here what is the adverb? Correct, there. What type it is? Place. Third one, I will meet you tomorrow. Here what is the adverb? Correct, tomorrow. What type it is? Correct, time. Fourth one, Seema walked slowly to school. Here what is the adverb? Slowly. What type it is? Manner. Fifth one, I watched the film yesterday. What is the adverb? Correct, yesterday. What type it is? Time. Next, lesson 16, prepositions. Prepositions means position words. That is, prepositions are the words which tell us position of the things. It indicates where a person, animal, place or thing is. The prepositions are classified into two types. They are prepositions of place, prepositions of time. The prepositions of place show where something is or where something happens. The prepositions of time show the time at which something happens. First, prepositions of place. It tells us where an event has occurred or taken place. Some common prepositions of place are in, on, at, beside, above, under, over, between, among, by, behind, in front of, into, near, inside, outside, and etc. Now see these sentences. Rita sat beside Meena. The clothes are kept inside the cupboard. The little lamp jumped over the fence. Here the words beside, inside, over are prepositions of place. In prepositions of place, we get confused about the usage of in, on and at. Let's see about in, on and at. First in. In indicates something being within something or inside the edges of something. For example, there is a woman in the picture. I am growing tomatoes in my garden. I found the keys in my pocket. Here in indicates the thing placed inside something with the closed edges. In also used with areas, regions, cities, towns and countries. For example, I am in Madurai. Anu lives in Paris. Next, at. At indicates an exact place. For example, John waited for Jim at the corner. I meet John at a party. She sits at the desk. Here, at indicates the exact location. Next, on. On indicates a position above but touching the surface of an object. For example, the book is on the table. Hang the picture on the wall. Here, the book and the picture are touching the surface of an object. Next, prepositions of time. The prepositions of time tell us the time at which something happened. Some common prepositions of time are in, at, on, since, for, before, after, during, by, until, till, and etc. For example, Lena was asleep during the journey. The school will remain closed until Wednesday. Kavita has been working since morning. Here the words during, until, since are prepositions of time. Now let's see the usage of on, in and at. First on used with dates. For example, her birthday is on 20 November. Here we are talking about the particular date, that is 20 November. So we used on before to the date. On is also used with names of days. For example, I will see you on Friday. Here Friday is the name of a day, so we use on before Friday. When we use the names of festival with the word day, we can use on. For example, my uncle was born on Dasara day. Here we use on when we see this word day with festival Dasara. Next, at. At indicates an exact and specific time. For example, the movie starts at 6 p.m. I started working at 10 a.m. Here we are speaking about the exact time, so we used at. Next, in. In is used with names of month, year and seasons. For example, I will get holiday in June. Here June is name of a month. Mani was born in 2001. Here 2001 is a year. I love playing cricket in summer. Here summer is name of a season. So we used in before these names of month, year and seasons. We also use in with the different parts of the day. For example, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. But we never say in noon, in night, in midnight. Instead of that, we use at noon, at night, at midnight. Okay children, I hope you got some idea about in, on and at. Now see this exercise. First one, the film starts dash 7:30 p.m. Correct, at, because 7:30 p.m. is an exact time. 2, they are coming dash the afternoon. Here this afternoon is part of the day, so we can use in. 3, the puppy lay dash the mat. This sentence expresses the position, so we can use on. 4, there is a water dash the jar. This sentence is also express the position, so we can use in. Are they coming dash Tuesday morning? Here this Tuesday is a name of a day, so we can use on. 6, the doll is dash the chair. This sentence expresses the position, so we can use on. Dear children, now I will give you some set of instructions. So listen carefully. Our term 2 exam will start on 22nd March. In our school app, the timetable and portion are updated. Go through that. You are going to write the term 2 exam in long size ruled paper, or you can take printout of the question paper and write answers in that. Read the question well and write answers neatly. In your answer sheet, mention the page number, your name with correct spelling, your roll number is very important, write the subject and exam date. If you write exam in ruled paper, leave one line between each and every line and write neatly. The Roman number and question numbers are very important. If you finished writing the exam, check the answers once again and file it safely. On 27th March 2021, You must submit all your answer sheets in school. Parents, please guide your ward as instructed. Thank you, parents and my dear students.